What are some frameworks where a founder or a board might look at, should we put our foot on our accelerator and raise more capital, or should we pursue a more capital efficient path?
I'm trying to think about a framework that doesn't resort to fairly basic finance, but you start out with return on invested capital. I think that's driven by return on your go to market spend and your product spend. And I think probably the more interesting answer gets into this idea of what's the market structure, how much headroom is there, and as you start tipping a market, do you want to continue to try and win locations and high ground of control points, or do you want to start flexing into ARPU, which in some respects is inherently monetization, right? And so those are kind of the two toggles that you're working with, and based on the competitive dynamic in the TAM, you may decide that we're going locations for a really long time, and so let's go raise a ton of money. And even if our unit economics are very strong, it still makes sense to invest in more sales capacity because it is a competitive market and we want to land these accounts because once you land the control point, you have an unfair right of keeping them and selling them more. On the flip side, again, you may be in a smaller market where rather than raise financing from outside capital providers, you raise it from your customers by selling them more product.